Ready, Miss Lloyd? I'm locking up now.
You have to forgotten, sir. It's Thursday. It's demonstration night. You usually stay open until 8 o'clock.
Oh, no, not tonight. I'm having no more late-night demonstrations. Do you know that in 5 weeks I haven't sold a thing?
Surely you've had one customer.
Hardly a customer, Miss Lloyd. Just Mr. Worth. He comes in every week. He thinks this is a picture house or something. Well, tonight he's had it.
Well, you better look sharp, Mr. Barnes. He's usually here by now.
Oh, yes. Come on, Miss Lloyd. I'll lock the front door behind you, then I'll slip.
Turn the corner.
Good night. Mr. Barnes! Mr. Barnes! No good trying that door. It's locked. That's why Mr. Worth.
Yes?
I was beginning to think that tonight you weren't going to make it.
Ah, dear. And you were worried about me, were you, dear old friend? Well, there's no need to worry. I'm here now. Now, what shall we start with tonight? Cliff Mitchellmore or Yogi Bear?
Neither, Mr. Worth. You won't be watching any more television in this shop.
Well, I'm amazed to hear you say that after the promise you made the first night I came here.
Promise? What
Yes.
promise?
Well, we sat here together watching Murder at Midnight, and you said that I could watch it through to the end.
But I didn't know it was going on for 13 weeks. Well, for the past 5 weeks, you have been coming here to watch this serial, and frankly, I'm tired of it.
Are you really? I got the impression that you were enjoying it. Ah, I know what it is. You're annoyed because you don't know who the murderer is, aren't you? I've got a surprise for you. It's the butler.
And I've got a surprise for you. The butler was shot last week.
It's a red herring. I'll let you into a secret. Last week, when you went to lock the door, I switched over to the other channel, and there he was, the same man, selling soap powder.
Mr. Worth.
Yes?
Wouldn't it be a lot more convenient for you to watch the serial in your own home?
Well, it would, dear old friend, but I don't want you coming round to my home bringing the set with you. No, it's wrong.
I wasn't thinking of coming round to your home and bringing the set with me. I was thinking of you buying a set.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. It would solve all my problems, wouldn't it? Where do you think I could get one? I know. Why don't I buy one from you? After all, I'd rather do business with an old friend.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Just think, in future you will be sitting in the comfort of your own home watching television every night.
Except Thursday.
Except Thursday?
Well, don't say you've forgotten. I come round here to view with you every Thursday. You don't think I desert you just because I've got a set of my own, do you? We Worths are noted for our loyalty. Which set you suggest?
Mr. Worth, we have a 17-inch portable at £65, a 17-inch table model with VHF at £70, and a 21-inch console with doors at £105.
Well, I'm not worried about the doors. Have you anything at 50 shillings?
You can rent a set. 10 shillings a week, reducing to 4 and 6 after 3 years.
Oh, well, that settles it. I'll wait 3 years and have one of 4 and 6 a week.
I tell you what I'll do.
Yes?
For you, I will let you have the demonstration model cheaply.
Cheaply? Our cheap is cheaply.
Oh, would it make you happy if we say £10?
It'd make me a lot happier if you said 50 shillings.
This set is worth at least £30. I will let you have it for £10, plus free valves, free tubes, free maintenance. That cabinet alone is worth 50 shillings.
Good, I'll take the cabinet now. You can send the free valves and tubes round next week.
Do you want this set, or do you not?
Yes, I want it. Go very well with my coffee table.
Very well. I will send my man round to install it at your home sometime next week. Shall we say Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday. I might be out, you know, so you'll want to know about the key, won't you?
Well, yes.
Yes, well, you'll find a note under the map saying that the key is at number 50.
Number 50?
Yeah, tell him to take no notice.
No notice?
No, the note is only there to fool the burglar. The key will be in my pocket.
Then how will he get in?
Oh, the back door's always open. Well, come along, my friend. It's time for the next episode. Sit down. And there you are. There's the milk, and the sugar, and the tea. Don't forget to warm the pot, will you?
Hello?
Is that you, Fred?
Oh, hello, Governor. I'll be through in about 10 minutes. I'm coming straight back.
Right, I've got some more calls for you to make.
Ah.
How did you get on with Mr. Worth?
Oh, I haven't set eyes on him yet. He was out. I let myself in through the back door as we arranged.
Hurry, Fred, hurry.
All right, Governor.
Ah, I see you got my note then.
Note?
Yeah.
What note?
Well, the note saying that you should leave me an extra pint.
Extra pint?
Oh, I beg your pardon. You're obviously new. I should explain. I have a pint a day, 3 fresh eggs on Wednesdays, a bottle of yogurt on Sundays, and if there should be 3 consecutive sunny days during the summer, a bottle of orange squash.
I'm sorry, Mr. Worth, you're mixing me up. I've come to fix you up with a television set.
Oh, what a pity. I've already bought one. Yes, it's very similar to that one, too. Hard luck.
But this is a set that you've bought.
Oh, no, it can't be. I bought mine from Mr. Barnes.
Exactly. This is it.
But I've no right to sell it to you. He hadn't really. It's mine.
Well, I know it's yours. Mr. Barnes sent me round to install it.
It's a funny sort of a job for a milkman.
Mr. Worth, could we please forget about the milkman?
Well, I very often do, but I did remember to leave a note this morning. I think it pays to have a tidy mind.
Well, I suggest that you get yours swept up. Then we'll decide where to put the televisions.
Yes.
I've got a few more calls to make.
Yes, of course. No doubt you're worried about your horse. Oh, by the way, would you have a word with him? He keeps nibbling at my privet.
If that horse is anything like me, it's nearly at the end of its tether.
Right. It's practically at the end of my privet.
Look, let's just decide where to put the television set, eh?
Yes.
How about in this corner?
Oh, yes, it would look very nice there. But what about the sound? That's the important thing, isn't it? Would you sit there? Please, just for a moment. Now, we'll pretend that I am the television set. Now, we'll assume that I'm switched on and already warmed up. Now for the sound. Are you ready? Yes. Ready? This is your light. What do you think?
I think you've got a slight touch of vertical hold. Do you want it in that corner or not?
Well, don't let's be hasty. I suggest I sit there, you stand in the corner, and would you be kind enough to sing Sweet as the Moment When the Pod Went Pop?
Mr. Worth, if you don't mind,
Yes?
you just sign this delivery note. I'll go back to the shop and pretend I've never even been here.
Oh, yes. There you are.
You've forgotten something.
Forgotten something?
My pen.
I beg your pardon?
You've got my pen!
Oh, have I? Which one is yours?
This one.
Oh.
Well, I better show you how it works.
Oh, I know how it works. The pressure of the paper causes the little ball to rise, thus allowing the ink to flow through. Oh.
I'll just switch on the picture and we'll check the vision. Now, Mr. Worth, this knob is for the volume,
Yes.
this knob selects the channels, and this knob here...
Yes?
if your picture's too dark, do you know what adds brightness?
Yes, all my shirts are washed in it.
There you are, Mr. Worth. There's the book of instructions. Now, we'll just check the picture.
Yes.
Ah, here it is.
It's one of those quiz games.
It's the test card.
Yes, God. I wonder what the lunchtime score is.
Now, never mind.
Yes.
There you are, a perfect picture. Mr. Worth, I hope you have many hours of happy viewing.
Ah, well, thank you very much indeed. That's very kind of you.
Camp 44 here. Any messages?
I beg your pardon?
Camp 44 to base. Any messages?
It's the television set.
All right, base. Message understood. Roger and out.
Well, that's funny.
Doesn't sound like John Orloff to me.
It's coming from a taxi cab.
What would a taxi be doing on a cricket pitch?
Roger. I'll pick him up at the Continental Cinema. Over and out.
What are all those wavy lines?
Well, it's some sort of interference.
Oh, interference.
It might be the aerial.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, I'll nip up onto the roof and have a look.
Ah, good, I'll come with you.
No!
Well, I'll be able to hold the ladder for you. Come on. No, you're getting all mixed up, you see. I am Harry Worth. All right, I'll hang on. Oh, well, I'm sorry. You must admit that the rose bush did break your fall. And I have apologized for moving the ladder.
Yes, Mr. Worth.
Yes, go on. No. Let me make this clear. I am Harry Worth. You are Radio Taxis Limited. Now, would you please remember that, because it affects the rest of our conversation. This man is sending me up the wall. Look, I'll start again from the beginning. I am speaking from 52 Acacia Avenue, where a taxi keeps coming through on my television set. Now, the taxi that I can hear here, if it is there, would you send it here so we can both hear what I'm hearing here? Well, at least he agrees with me.
What did he say?
Here.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Worth. I've checked this set right through, and as far as I can see, it's absolutely perfect. All that time up on the roof is a complete waste of time.
Not entirely. I did say you could keep the tennis ball you found in the gutter.
Thank you.
Yes.
The best thing you can do is to go to the GPO and see one of their engineers. They're the people to deal with this sort of interference.
Yes, splendid idea. They'll find that taxi for me. I'll go there immediately.
Oh, Mr. Worth, do you mind if I use your telephone? I'd like to phone my boss and tell him why I'm still here.
You carry on. Oh, by the way, don't forget that extra pint.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. It's Fred. I'd like to take my holidays early this year.
Did you call a cab?
Just a minute, Mr. Barnes. I didn't call a cab.
Well, this is 52 Acacia Avenue, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, you called a cab to take away a television set. Yeah, if that's it, you can get it into the cab yourself.
Look, chum, I'm not interested in that television set. You or your cab.
You will be when you see what's on the clock.
Mr. Barnes, I'd like to cancel my holiday. I want to give my notice in.
What about my clock?
I don't care about your clock. You can take your clock and show it to that nonsense Harry Worth.
Here's the new light bulb you wanted, Mr. West. Shall I get one of the engineers to fix it?
No, that's all right, Mr. I'll do it myself.
Oh, very good, sir.
Oh, and would you give this to the duty engineer, please?
Thank you.
Come in.
Mr. West,
Yes?
could I have a word with you?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. Now, you don't know me. Oh.
Shall we sit down, Mr. Worth?
Yes, I haven't got a head for heights. Would you be kind enough to... Thank you very much. Now, I have a problem and it's worrying me.
I'm sure it is.
Yes, it's rather technical.
Well, we can solve any problems you may have, Mr. Worth, and the more technical they are, the more we enjoy it.
Yes.
Now, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a taxi.
Oh, looking for a taxi. Is that the only thing you've come in here for?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you've mentioned it, what about the postal orders?
The postal orders?
Yes, at Woodbridge Post Office. They used to be next to the savings bank. I queued up for half an hour, got to the counter. What did I find? Old age pensions.
I'm sorry, but I am not concerned with old age pensions.
Isn't that a rather selfish attitude to it?
I mean that I am only responsible for the post office engineering in this area.
Post office engineer. Oh, you mean the holes in the road.
That's rather a quaint way of putting it, but yes, that is part of our work.
Silly of me not to recognize you. Isn't it surprising the difference a collar and tie makes? There is no need for false modesty. I know who you are now. You used to be on the cement mixer, didn't you?
Why have you come here?
Well, don't tell me you've forgotten. I'm looking for a taxi.
You want a taxi?
Yes.
Hello, Miss Taylor. Would you order a taxi, please? What? Oh, yes. Where are you going to?
I'm not going anywhere.
But you said you wanted a taxi.
Yes.
But you're not going anywhere.
No.
Do you or do you not want a taxi?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, would you order that taxi, please? Right.
I hope it's the same taxi I'm getting on my television.
On your television?
Yes, it's been on Panorama, Sooty, Jukebox Fury. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it didn't turn up in the Pericomo show next.
Why not? Or even the Flower Pot Men.
The Flower Pot Men. You watch that show, do you?
Now, let me get this straight. You want a taxi. You're not going anywhere?
No.
It's been several times on television, but you have never seen it.
No. And when the taxi is not there, the picture is perfect.
this is something to do with interference on your television set.
Yes.
I'm getting it now.
Are you? I hope it isn't.
What happens when you switch your set on?
Well, one of three things. The phone rings, the man comes round from next door, or the kitchen boiler needs stoking up.
I think I can arrange to send one of our chaps round to have a look at your set. What's the address, please?
52 Acacia Avenue.
52 Acacia... Acacia Avenue?
Yes.
Isn't that near the gasworks?
Yes, it is.
Just a moment. 52. That's odd.
No, it's even.
What I mean...
Even numbers down one side, odd numbers down the other. It's always been that way.
Would you sit down, Mr. Worth, and I'll try to explain. We've had this trouble before. Now, the gasometer is between your house and the BBC transmitter at Ridgeway. Any signal sent from the transmitter to your house strikes the gasometer and loses its strength, so you receive a weak signal. Now, the radio taxi is sending out strong signals, which you receive when he's in your area. Are you following me? Let me try and put it more simply. Now, this is your house, right? This is the BBC transmitter, right? And this is the gasometer, right? Your house, BBC transmitter, gasometer. Now look very carefully. Does anything strike you about the gasometer?
Made in Japan?
Let's try again. Now, the radio taxi is sending out a very strong signal. But because of that, the signal from the transmitter to your house is interrupted by the gasometer. But I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about it.
Might I make a suggestion?
By...
My house, gasometer, transmitter. My house, transmitter, gasometer.
Really?
Yes. Why don't you ring the gas board and make the necessary arrangements?
I give up.
No, don't give up. Have courage. Ring them. They can only say no.
Mr. Worth, there is nothing I can do for you.
Nothing you can do for me, and me, a license holder. There's my license. Look at it.
This is a dog license.
It's a dog license. It's cheaper, isn't it? But if I ever get a dog, I promise you I will get a television license.
Why don't you try and find the taxi driver and just ask him to reduce the strength of his signal?
That's the solution. You have definitely got brains. No wonder they took you off the holes in the road. Oh, by the way, regarding this gasometer, now, would it do any good if I switched the gas on before I switched on the television? Oh,
Yes, Miss Taylor. Taxi? What taxi? I didn't order it. Oh, yes, it was Mr. Worth. He's gone now. Would you cancel it? Here.
What's the idea of calling a cab and they're not using it?
It was for Mr. Worth, but he's gone now.
Worth? Does he live in Acacia Avenue?
Yes, do you know?
No, I don't. But when I meet him, I'm going to fetch him such a slosh.
When you do, would you give him one for me?
Hello, radio taxis. Certainly. What address, madam? Yes. Yes. We'll have a cab there in less than 5 minutes. Good day.
Greenbank to 3-5. Where are you, Frank? Over.
Top of Island.
Ah. Go to the corner of Allsop Avenue and Denby Road, at the station. Over.
I'm on my way.
All right.
Hello, place 24. I'm having a bit of trouble.
Huh?
excuse me.
Just a minute, I ain't busy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the matter, Tommy?
Gearbox packed up.
Well, where are you now?
Ponds End Station.
Well, you hang on there and I'll send a wagon along for you.
I wonder if you... just a moment, I'm busy. See you later.
Oh,
Hello, what the base? Hello, 31 to base. Are you receiving me?
I'm afraid there's only me here.
Hello, base. Hello, base. I can't hear you. Is the switch down?
Switch. Hello.
At last. Look, I'm in a hurry. How do I get to Bluebell Road?
Where are you now?
Woodbridge Town Hall.
29 bucks.
Muck me about, mate, will you? I'm in a hurry.
You're in a hurry. Well, if I were you, if you can afford it, take a taxi.
Here's some funny man. This is a taxi.
Is it? Well, it's simple then. Ask the driver. He should know.
Stop playing games. How do I get to Bluebell Road?
Well, I'll do my best. Bluebell Road, you said. You ready?
Yep, go on.
Turn left at the end of the road.
Right.
Left.
Yes, go on.
Round by the post office.
Round by the post office. Okay.
Left again when you reach the cinema.
Yes.
And left again at the lights. Where are you now?
I'm in the car park.
What's going on here now? What do you want?
Well, I want to know how to stop one of your taxicabs from bouncing off the top of the gasometer right into the middle of Laramie.
It can be done, you know. Get some of our drivers behind the wheel. And if the road runs the same way as they do, it's a coincidence.
Yeah. A very amusing anecdote. Now, I'm looking for your taximan who keeps coming through my television.
Sounds like Fred Hargreaves. He'd do anything for a shortcut.
You don't seem to understand. I'm looking for one of your drivers.
Oh, well, if you wish to speak to one of our drivers, why don't you go along the corridor to the duty room? You'll probably find the chap you're looking for there.
Ah, thank you very much indeed. I'm sure he'll understand. He sounds like a very reasonable man on television.
All the way to Acacia Avenue and back, then all the way to the GPO and back, and for nothing. When I catch up with that Harry Worth, I'm going to fetch him such a...
Forget it. It's not worth worrying about.
Well, he had no right to waste my time like that. Oh. Well, I'm going to get myself another cup of tea. Then we can have that game of pontoon, eh?
Right, old Joe. I'll deal the cards then.
Hello, Joe. Why, Cyril?
Hello, Tommy. You're looking a bit browned off.
You could say that again.
Here, look at that. Threepence. All the way from Curzon Drive to Woodbridge Station, and it gives me threepence. It's all in the game, Tommy. Yeah, well, if I'd have overcharged him too, Bob, you know I'd have been out of pocket. Here, I'll give you a game. I'm just waiting for Joe coming back. Well, fair enough. Deal me in. All right.
Ah, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Do you want a taxi?
No, just the driver.
Just a driver?
Yes, it could be one of you two. Would you mind saying you want a taxi again, please?
Do you want a taxi?
It's possible. Would you say just the driver?
Just a driver?
I'm not quite sure. Probably be better if you just changed over. Would you say just the driver?
Just a driver?
Now it's your turn. Do you want a taxi?
Now, look here, mate.
No, it's not you either. I can't understand it. Well, I just have to wait here till somebody else comes in.
Well, who are you looking for, then?
Well, I'm not sure of his name, but he's very friendly with a gentleman called Roger.
Well, I don't know anyone called Roger. You, Tommy? No, I don't. Well, if he wants to wait, let him wait.
Ah, thank you very much indeed. I think I will.
What are you doing? Yeah, I'll buy one. What are you doing?
I'm sticking, yes. No, I said I'm sticking. I am sticking.
Look here, mate, what are you playing at?
That's exactly what I'd like to ask you. I've never played pontoon like this before.
What's all this, then?
Simmy started it.
Eh?
Nonsense. Just because I've got two queens, there's no need to get so bad-tempered. He's obviously a very bad loser. I wouldn't play cards with him.
What is it that you want?
But, would you say that again?
I said, what is it that you want?
Ah, try saying cab 44.
Well, I am cab 44.
Been looking for this man all day.
Oh, you're too late. I'm off duty for an hour.
Only for an hour? Oh, that's no good. There's only the Welsh News on now.
What are you talking about?
Your voice on my television set, it's very confusing. Now, take Panorama the other night. When Selwyn Lloyd was asked about the state of the gold reserves, you said there's 6 9/10 on the clock and the meter's still running. It could have caused the national crisis.
Oh, look. I've had just about enough for today. All this rubbish that you're talking, and that fool down at the GPO.
Fool at the... Ah, you mean Mr. West. Tell me, did he show you the gasometer he's got on his desk?
Wait a minute. Were you down at the GPO about an hour ago?
Yes, I was. Yes, that's true.
Your name wouldn't be Worth by any chance.
Yes, it's nice.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Please, calm down, Joe. Calm down. Now, Joe, please calm down. Be reasonable. All I'm asking you to do is stop using your radio.
Now, listen to me. If you were the last man on earth and asked me to stop using my radio, I wouldn't do it. Any time I get in my cab, I'll use it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, get out!
Very well. If that's your attitude... Excuse me. Very well. If that's your attitude, from now on, I shall use the corporation buses. You can sit here and play cards all day for all I care. And I hope you never get another pair. Good day! I wonder if any of you gentlemen are passing in Casey Avenue would care to give me a lift. How about you, Joe?
Get out!
There you are. Half an hour of trouble-free viewing. There wasn't a peep from Cab 44.
Well, I must admit, Mr. Worth, you've solved the problem very cleverly.
It's quite simple, really. It's just a question of going about it the right way, isn't it? There's always a way out. Yes, from now on, I can watch television without any interference whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yes?
There must be about 15 bob on the clock by now. How much longer do you want me to wait?
Just a moment. Do you want to stay for the news?
Yes.
Have you got 5 shillings? Ready, Miss Lloyd? I'm locking up now.
You have to forgotten, sir. It's Thursday. Demonstration night. You usually stay open until 8 o'clock.
Oh, no, not tonight. I'm having no more late-night demonstrations. Do you know that in 5 weeks I haven't sold a thing?
Surely you've had one customer.
Hardly a customer, Miss Lloyd. Just Mr. Worth. He comes in every week. He thinks this is a picture house or something. Well, tonight he's had it.
Well, you better look sharp, Mr. Barnes. He's usually here by now.
Oh, yes. Come on, Miss Lloyd. I'll lock the front door behind you, then I'll slip.
Turn the corner.
Good night. Mr. Barnes? Mr. Barnes? No good trying that door. It's locked.
Mr. Worth.
Yes?
I was beginning to think that tonight you weren't going to make it.
Ah, I see. And you were worried about me, were you, dear old friend? Well, there's no need to worry. I'm here now. Now, what shall we start with tonight? Cliff Mitchell Mort or Yogi Bear?
Neither, Mr. Worth. You won't be watching any more television in this shop.
Well, I'm amazed to hear you say that after the promise you made the first night I came here.
Promise? What
Yes.
promise?
Well, we sat here together watching Murder at Midnight, and you said that I could watch it through to the end.
But I didn't know it was going on for 13 weeks. Well, for the past 5 weeks, you have been coming here to watch this serial, and frankly, I'm tired of it.
Are you really? I got the impression that you were enjoying it. I know what it is. You're annoyed because you don't know who the murderer is, aren't you? I've got a surprise for you. It's the butler.
I've got a surprise for you. The butler was shot last week.
It's a red herring. I'll let you into a secret. Last week, when you went to lock the door, I switched over to the other channel, and there he was, the same man, selling soap powder.